We are back analyzing another celebrity workout routine. This time we have a comedian, personal favorite of mine, Matt Rife. Sometimes he's funny, sometimes he's kind of cringe. We're gonna see if he knows what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to workouts. Let's do it.
You want to lift with your lower back and your lower back only in a fast, jerky motion. Got people who are like,
Comedian, opening it in quite a comedic way. Initial impressions of him, he seems to have quite a nice, naturally achievable physique. He's in good shape. This is probably what most women would say is an ideal male physique, I think. Clearly, I know nothing about women.
they're gonna tear me apart. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Matt Rife, and today I'm gonna show you how I work out. I really got into fitness about, I'd say 5 years ago. I've always been a naturally very skinny kid. Like I've always had a hard time putting on weight or maintaining it. I realized how much of a release it is for your mental health more than even just your physical. Get that stress off of you, get the endorphins going a little bit, wake your body and your mind up a little bit. So it became pretty quickly addicting. And
very astute observation from him there. He seems to have had a very similar path into fitness as me. I also started very skinny. Hopefully there's a photo here. Once you start working out consistently, you start to feel the benefits, not only physically, but mentally. It is very head clearing. You get quite a nice zen state of focus at the gym. Gets rid of a lot of angst. I had a lot of teenage angst. Don't know that he had that much teenage angst. It seems like he was kind of the man for a while. That being said, very similar backstory. Interesting to see.
And then after you start to see the physical results, it becomes even more addicting. You go, well, how hard can I really push this thing? Most comedians, I would say, aren't that into the fitness world. You have the Kevin Harts, the Preacher Lawson, Tom Segura is getting a lot more into it, Brian Callen. There are a handful, but I think Kevin Hart's really the only one who's made it like a prominent part of his person and his business, which I can really respect. I started working out way after I was doing stand-up. I've been doing stand-up for about 12 years now. Yeah, a little over 12 years now. I will say I don't think it helps you by any means. I mean, people don't want to laugh at like physically attractive people. Like you don't want to walk on stage and have people looking at your arms rather than listening to your jokes. I think it just makes me work that much harder on the material and the jokes that I'm trying to tell to get people to focus on them.
Did he really just claim that the fact that he's in good shape is distracting for his audience, so he has to be funnier? I'm not sure that's the case. I feel like people go to stand-up comedy shows, it's the same as any kind of theater show, right? You just sort of look at the person that's up there, you listen to what they say. If anything, it's more of a spectacle if he's in shape. He is right though, people do get distracted when you're in shape, but if anything, I'd say it's a benefit. Typically, I've found that my initial impression with people has only ever been improved by being in shape. Possibly in the genre of comedy, I have heard that as people lose weight, they start to get less funny. So maybe it has some truth to what he's saying.
The real show at hand. You know, you don't have to zoom down for the if you don't want to. By no means do you have to. Do you have to zoom in on the legs? I've always had a theory, you don't work your legs too heavily because it makes other things look bigger in comparison. Ideal week of training, I would say Monday we start with a push day, we do chest and tris. Tuesday, pull day, back and biceps. Wednesday, shoulders. Thursday, legs. If I can squeeze it in, I really love to box on Fridays. I'd love to box Harry Styles. High stakes, loser, gets kissed on the mouth, straight up. Bring your A game, or don't, whatever. I'm taking a dive in the second round regardless. Today I'm gonna show you one of my favorite workouts.
Okay, so it's split traditional push-pull legs with the shoulders thrown in. It's interesting, this is actually a routine I would recommend to pretty much anyone who has 4 days of availability at the gym. Like you said, the push day, you do chest and triceps, pull day, back and biceps. Shoulder day separately, I like that a lot. I think one problem people run into when they just do push-pull legs and then another push-pull legs is their shoulders never really get the thorough workout they need. Your shoulders are a complex group of muscles. There's 3 heads to your shoulders. When people do push-pull legs, they'll typically only give their shoulders 1 or maybe 2 exercises. It's not really enough to get adequate shoulder growth, especially when, let's say you're a man, let's imagine you're a man, and you wanna build up a nice dominant looking physique. Having rounded capped shoulders is a key part of that physique, almost more so than like the chest. Your shoulders are gonna be visible around the outside of your t-shirts and if you wear tank tops. So having an allocated shoulder day is something I recommend to a lot of clients. Interesting that he does it too. My ideal structured days from push days, pull days, shoulders, abs, cardio, legs. Starting with push day, we're gonna go chest focused. I like a good inclined chest. Building a chest is so important to just the overall structure of your physique. You want to have alternating incline dumbbell press. I have mixed reviews about this. I would always just recommend you do together incline dumbbell press. There is some merit to it. It complicates the exercise a little bit more, makes it a little bit harder. That being said, you'll get far more gains just doing the traditional incline dumbbell press because you can go a little bit heavier. But if you feel like shaking things up, good thing to try every now and then.
And not a 12-year-old girl. Nothing wrong with being a man with some strong yitties. So moving over to a pull day, your back is essential. You want to create a nice formidable V physique. You're not just a pencil, a bit of
It looks as though the Men's Health people have chopped and changed his workouts and are only showing us one exercise from each day. That being said, pull-ups for a pull day, excellent choice of exercise. I'm a big proponent of pull-ups. They built my back. My back is looking decent. I'm pretty proud of my back. And a lot of that I credit to pull-ups. So it's great to see I'm including pull-ups here.
to you. And wide grip, I feel like I get a lot more lat engagement. Some people want to go all the way to just having a super massive gorilla toned back. I just want a back strong enough that if I go to prison, it's not easily getting blown out. You know what I mean? Up next, we have arms. Obviously, the most essential workout to every man going to the gym. You gotta have some 28-inch pythons on you if you can get them. I'm working with some garter snakes right now, but you take what you can get, okay? I try to work arms 2 to 3 times a week at least. It's one of those muscles that you have to destroy it to get any kind of growth whatsoever. I do abs every single day. I do it.
Okay, so arms, Zottman curls, pretty classical arm movement. If for those of you that don't know it, you do bicep curls, rotate your wrist over and then go back down. Targets both the actual bicep and the forearm, really good for your forearms. I currently have a slightly injured forearm, so you don't see me doing many Zottman curls, but previously you would have seen me doing them a lot. They're a good, very good forearm builder and bicep builder.
10 to 15 minute routine. Just a little circuit of a bunch of different exercises. A couple of them right now that work the obliques, work the center right here, build lower abs and top. Discipline really starts to come into play where you have to be dedicated to the amount of time you use to work out, getting enough sleep, the foods you eat, what you're putting into your body plays a massive part. There's so many different factors that come into play that you really have to make sure you're disciplined enough to stay on track for.
Very well said. I would say overall, of all the celebrity workouts I've seen, Matt Rife seems to know the most shit about his workouts, possibly because it doesn't appear that he has a personal trainer. A lot of the other celebrities that I've analyzed, people like Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, even the people that are in much better shape than Matt Rife, they're bigger, they're more muscular, they've been training longer, their workouts are very niche and strange and movie specific. Whereas Matt Rife is obviously a comedian, he's just training to look good in general. His training, if you were to do it, would make you look like him. I know that sounds stupid to say, but a lot of the training that people like Batman, Superman do, yes, it trains muscles, but they're not the best exercises to do to create a certain look, is what I'm trying to say. Whereas Matt Rife's physique, very achievable, looks healthy, lean, natural, and he chooses good exercises. He clearly has done his research and knows his shit about working out. Refreshing to see. He's not just putting all of his weight on a personal trainer.
It's my most hated workout in history, just a single leg prop.
Bulgarian split squats, excellent choice. They hurt like a bitch, but they're probably one of the best leg exercises you can do.
Like crazy. But if you enjoy boxing like myself, it's a stance you have to get used to. You have to get used to putting weight and shifting it onto each individual leg to be able to move around. So it's one I try to incorporate to every leg day. So we'll give that our best shot. All right, guys, that's it for me. I've been Matt Rife. Thank you for taking an inside look at my work.
Okay, and that summarizes, or that concludes, Matt Rife's workout. As I said, overall, very impressed. The man clearly knows his shit. He's got a great physique. I think a lot of people aspire to have a physique like that, and it is achievable. I think in a couple of years, you can, maybe even less, if you really know what you're doing, you hire a good personal trainer, a good nutritionist, you can look like Matt Rife pretty damn quick. And it's refreshing to see the amount of knowledge he actually has. He's got great exercise selection, obviously a good sense of humor, seems to enjoy his training. If you enjoy something, you're gonna do it for so much longer. That being said, if you got some value from this video, if you want to see me break down anybody else's workout. Oh, and I always do a natural or not. Sorry, I almost forget the natural or not part of this. I would say Matt Rife is natural. When you're looking at other celebrities like the Batmans, the Supermans, the Thors, then things become a little bit dubious, but I think he has a natural physique. Very natural, nice, achievable physique. Like I said, if you got any value from this, you want to see some more, leave some comments down below. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.